The night before Christmas. Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hope that St. Nicholas would soon be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose a clatter. I sprung from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick. I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles in courses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, come on Comet, Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch to the wall. Now dash away, all dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly. When they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the roof, to the housetop, the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof, and prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew my head, I was turning around. Down chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed in a fur, he was all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were very tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung from his back, and he looked like a peddler just opened his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, with his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as snow. The stump of pipe he held tight in his teeth, and he smoked and encircled. He heard a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a bright, jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, and gave a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, he drove out of sight. Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
story.